All right, so for those not from the Northwest, we had a pretty wicked ice storm in the valley here last week. Actually hit a week ago last night. We were fortunate we were only out of power for a day. It really wasn't too big of a deal. Got out some camping gear, but there are still people in Portland in the middle of town still out of power. So, and I've heard people in the outskirts, they could have another week or two before they get power. But, man, so glad we got that tree trimmed. Because the ice was built up on all the trees and falling. And so a lot of people had damage. That tree actually overhung our house until we had it trimmed in January. So we had zero damage. Zero damage. Really, we lucked out pretty good. But anyways, I was just enjoying the sun. Here's what we're working on today. So, got this light that I want to install on the rear of the 4Runner. Just got it this week. Kind of excited. Been looking forward to it. Baja Designs S1. We all know what that is. We've seen them. Good quality light. Really small. But this guy from MESO Customs, which I'll have a link in the description, is a hitch adapter, which will allow us to put that light in the receiver hitch. So just got out some wiring, some wire loom. I'm not going to show much of the wiring because we can all wire light. 4Runner's pretty much pre-wired with switches. I've just got to run a wire to the back. I'm actually going to run two because I think I'm going to put another light back there. But going to show the real quick and easy install on this. I've seen the video. It looks super simple. But let me just show you my experience and then kind of give you a review of how the light works being that low. That was one concern I had, but we're going to try it out. We're going to see. So I think I'm going to move the 4Runner into the driveway because it's pretty dry now and the gravel's still wet. Try to utilize these few hours of no rain. Let me run some wires and then we'll get to the install of this thing. All right, guys, under the 4Runner, just got the wires ran. So this wire runs all the way up to the engine compartment where the switch box is. And the relays, haven't tapped it in yet, but all of it is just one connection. So ran it all along the frame rail, above the frame rail, zip tied it in place. Just got to get it back here and dialed in. And I think I'm going to loosen the spare tire because I think it's sitting too far back and scoot it forward just a little bit to make room. But got plenty of wire so that I can just wire this guy up. Again, did it right. Split loom. The couple connections I had to make are got heat shrink on them, so we should be good. All right, I apologize for the wind and the noise. There's a lot going on in the neighborhood today, but so the wires are almost ran. I moved the spare tire. I just loosened the spare tire, scooted it forward just a touch, and then tightened it back up. It was pushed back for some reason. I think last time I had a flat and they put it back up there, just moved back or whatever. Doesn't matter. So I've got the MESO Customs adapter, and so what you want to do is it says right on here to remove the sticker, insert it in the hitch, mark the holes, and then drill them. So I'm going to pull that off, and you want to orient it so that the light mounting holes are at the bottom. So then we're just going to push it in and then mark the holes. Okay, so we got the hitch pin marked. They're hole marked. They don't come pre-drilled because the hitches on different vehicles all have a little bit of different depth. So that's why you mark it yourself. It's just plastic, it'll drill easy. I'm just going to drill a small pilot hole to get it started, and then I believe the hitch pin's about 1/2 inch 5/8, which I don't have a bit big enough to do, but I do have a step bit. So I'll pilot with a small hole and then step bit it up. All right, so we're just going to start with a 3/16, just a little hole here. Center it. All right, and so those holes those holes are countersunk just enough to get those screws in there. It takes a little bit of wrenching on them, but should go slide right in. So to make sure that still fits, and then we're gonna finish the wiring. All right, so got the wiring dialed in, cleaned it up a little bit in the back. I still need to go get some more split loom because I ran out of it and I want the last bit of it to be all clean, but there it is. There's really not much to it. It's just wiring a light. Go kick it on so you can see it on. So I just got it wired through my Slim's Depot switch box, which was already wired in under the hood through a relay and a fuse. Click the button. I got to put the label on it. There it is. So, like I said, we will test it some at night to show how bright it is and show, you know, it's obviously not going to be a super bright off-road light, but you're going reverse. It's more of an auxiliary light. But anyways, yeah, we'll see what it does at night. I'm gonna get cleaned up and get some split loom and a burrito. All right, it's just starting to get dark. Street lights just came on. Gonna run down the road to try to get some pictures of this light. But interesting enough, backed up to my fence. Just making sure it works. It definitely throws a light out there. So let's run out to this field and get some pictures. All right, so I'm parked down the road in this, it's actually a big parking lot. It's an event center, and I forgot they are doing COVID vaccinations here. So I'm actually a little further out just to avoid getting in the way. They don't got much going on, but there are a lot of people in the parking lot. So we're gonna kick on the light. Let's go outside and see what it looks like. And wow, that thing is pretty flippin' bright. I'm actually impressed with one LED. That is a bright light. That's no joke. So what I'll do is I'm going to set up the camera kind of right underneath, facing backwards, and I'll go turn it on and off real quick so you can see if it shines out. The road is wet. I've been going through some puddles, but just set this up here. Obviously off. All right, so again, pretty bright for one LED. Can't wait till it gets really dark to see how well that works. I think my front Baja squadrons are still on for comparison. I know the camera doesn't always show it very well. It's just hard to do, but give you an idea. There's my Baja Squadron Sports with the combo amber lenses. Back again to the one single S1 in the MESO Customs hitch mount. So it's pretty good. I'm gonna grab some still shots while I'm here, and still gonna do a few more videos when it gets darker, just so we can kind of get an idea. But I can tell you right now that I'm pretty sold on that thing. I'm gonna back up a little ways, see how bright it is. All right, so I don't know, 50 feet back or so. That thing is bright. That thing is bright. That one little light. Baja Designs. You pay for them, but man, they're worth it. All right, so it's still a little light out. You could not drive without lights, but it's light enough you can see out there. But one more with the backup camera. That's just the regular backup lights. Oops, that's the wrong button. It shines out there pretty good. All right, guys, so that's probably a good enough test. Just for the video, again, it's just a quick install, super simple, just wiring up a light, drilling a couple holes. I am happy with this thing. It's dark out here, so you can't see it, but I'm actually a little impressed. I'm pretty excited with it. So I'll keep, you know, posting on my Instagram and stuff what I think about it, and you know how I use it. But I think that gives you a good idea of what it is. So see you on the next one.